What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Moolah here for another video. I'm going to be talking to you about my reviews for Murder House. I already did this once. I'm doing it a second time because, as you already know, AHS Season 8 is coming out. It's been confirmed that the title will be Apocalypse. So, I'm excited as fuck about this. It airs like September 23rd or some shit like that. And it's supposed to be a combination between Murder House and Coven. So I already reviewed Coven. Now I'm going to be doing a review of Murder House. So let's just jump right into it. So I have some notes here. Murder House has the worst opening theme yet. I think they weren't really sure like what they want to do with the opening theme. Like they kind of had ideas, they hadn't figured it out. But I think this is the worst one. Compare this to like Asylum, I think, had like one of the best openings, and Coven's was pretty good, and even Freak Shows was okay. Hotel had a weak theme. Roanoke's was kind of all over the place. Cult was good. I think it was a little too similar to Freak Show. But out of all of them, I think this opening theme was the worst by far. The main problem I have with Murder House is it just had too much going on. And I feel like this is a common theme in all American Horror Story seasons, especially this one. It just had too much going on. Right from the get-go, the home invasion was good. Like I really liked the home invasion, but I think it was like way too early. Like the home invasion, where the people break into the house and they try and reenact a murder from like the 50s or 60s or whatever it was. Like I liked that. But putting it in episode 2, I just felt like they crammed it in there too fast, and it was really rushed. A lot of people think like this season peaked too high after Halloween episodes, with like episode 4 and 5. I think like that was kind of where like it peaked, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. I think it peaked even earlier than that. Like I think they tried to have it peak in like episode 2, and it was just way too fast. Like they just threw so much at you. But the characters in this season were, all of them were really good. There weren't really like a whole lot of main characters. It was like kind of like there were just a whole shit ton of characters, and they were all kind of minor. Obviously, you know, the Harmons, Ben, Vivian, and Violet were like the main characters, but even they like had like, you know, not like huge roles in the story. It was more about like everyone else in the house. I really like Moria the maid. She's really cool. I like how, you know, girls see her as like an old lady, and then like guys see her as like this young, like sexy hoe. Really like that. It never really got explained why that is, but well, it got explained, but it didn't get explained very well, I don't think. And that's kind of like the problem with this season, is like they never really explain everything. Like, you know, they explain the house was created by the Montgomerys, but they never really like explain how or why the souls get trapped in the house. They just do for whatever reason. I liked Hayden a lot. Like I really like her character. I think her death was really weak. How that guy hit her with the shovel. Larry, whatever her name was. That guy was such a fucking stupid character. I hated Larry. He's so fucking annoying. His burnt face. He's just annoying to look at. Constance, honestly, that might be Jessica Lange's best character. I really liked her role in Coven. I'm not a Sister Jude fan. I didn't really like Elsa Mars, but I wasn't a fan of Freak Show much at all. But Constance was just like, I don't know, she was really fucking good. Like Jessica Lange did a really good job with that. Tate was a great villain. I really liked Tate, but you know, his whole romance with Violet, I didn't really think was all that great. It was kind of, it was okay, but, and like the whole misunderstood kid act, I mean, let's be honest, who was really fooled by that? Like, no one was fucking fooled by that. Vivian, she really makes this season like she really makes this season honestly because like her psychotic break it makes you feel like you're going crazy and like this season had a lot of like the whole psychological aspect going on and that was really in a big part due to Vivian so her character was really awesome her death was it was okay. I mean, I liked the whole like Antichrist saga going on, but it was okay. I loved Violet's death. I thought Violet's death was like great. You know, 'cause she was a ghost and she didn't even know it. Ben Harmon, his death was really stupid. I have to say, um, but like almost everyone who died in the house had pretty good stories. Um, you know, I can't really complain too much about that. I love the gay couple. They're like one of my favorites. I don't even know why I like them so much. I just really like Chad a lot, honestly. Patrick's okay, but I really like Chad for some reason. Zachary Quinto, I think he's a great actor. I'm kind of sad he like stopped doing American Horror Story, but you know that's how it is. Like most characters, besides Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson, they only do like a couple seasons, and then they're like, yeah, fuck this. But you know, it was okay. Um, Dahlia and Travis, they were really good. They were murdered in like similar fashions. That was really cool. The nurses that got murdered at the beginning of the season were pretty good. The twins that got murdered in episode 1, I thought that was a little weak, but they were okay. Maury and Constance's husband, I don't remember his name. I don't even know if they said his name. Yeah, their part. I thought it was kind of fucked up how like the dude was raping. He was basically raping Moria, and then Constance killed them for cheating. And it's like, dude, like it wasn't like her fault. She was fucking getting raped. Like, I mean, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, never really got like a good explanation as to why the people were trapped in the house and why the ghosts like couldn't move on. I wish they had explained that a little better. I think that's kind of the thing with American Horror Story is they tend to not really explain some of the things too well. That's like a common theme. But I gotta say, overall, this season never really dragged. Like some of the seasons, like season 2, like started out so good, and then it fucking like started dragging around episode 7, and by the end it was just dragging and dragging. You know, it was like beating a dead horse. And season 3 was kind of similar, but this one, I gotta say, it never really dragged at any point. I mean, at like first, with like around episode 2, I was like, yeah, like this is like got too much going on. It's like moving too fast. But the good thing about this season was it did like continue to move like throughout the whole season. It never really dragged at one point like a lot of other seasons did. The last episode did drag a tiny bit with the whole like Constance at the end thing. I love how that like the new family moves in and the Harmons scare the shit out of them and they leave the house. I love that part. Little Antichrist, what's his name, Michael Langdon at the end. That was like that did drag a little bit, but you know what? It's the last episode, so fuck it. And the Antichrist thing, it wasn't a bad part of the story. It was kind of like a little bit like Rosemary's Baby and The Omen, like a little bit. I felt like. Overall, I gotta say this was a great season. My main like problem with it felt too cramped. It had too much going on. But the thing that made the difference in this was it stuck to the theme, and that's what I really like. You know, it was a simple theme. It was a haunted house filled with all the ghosts of people that died there, and it really stuck to that theme. Like, didn't try to do too much, didn't go crazy. They didn't have like a whole bunch of like completely separate storylines going on. I mean, yes, they had a lot of characters, but all the characters ultimately died inside the house. So that was their connection. So, I think originally I gave this season like 4.5 stars. That might be a little strong. I might dial it back to like 4 stars, but overall, this was a great season. I was happy to watch it all again. So I'll do Freak Show at some point. So stay tuned.